Guys, welcome back. Today we are going to make some Italian brainrot deepfake meme videos. I'm going to show you how I made this.
Trallalero Tralala versus Bombardiro Crocodilo. Jake Paul just wired $1 million in Goon coins to make this happen. Loser gets reincarnated as Riley Reid's feet. Tung Sahar is our ref. He showed up with his bat, spun 3 times, and declared war on Ohio. We're letting it happen. Larilla and Barbar Patapim are going to be ringside with Joe Rogan. If the fight goes to the ground, they're legally allowed to intervene with lean. Trippy Tropy Troppa Trippa hasn't blinked in 46 hours and is whispering shrimp prophecies directly into the cage floor to make it extra spicy. We even got Ballerina Cappuccina as our ring girl. Hopefully Tung Sahar can keep it in his pants.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Tyler, better known across the AI and social media landscape as jboogx.creative, and I have been working in AI generative art, content creation, whatever you want to call it, for over 3 years now, full time, as both a creator and as a professional. I've worked with artists like Will Smith, Neo, Johnny Dang, and I've done a whole bunch of commercial work primarily with AI tools. So hopefully you learned something here. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. If you don't like the video, let me know in the comments below. But if you do get some value out of it, please consider hitting me with the like and the subscribe, as it goes a long way in motivating me to continue sharing this stuff with you guys. So I posted this video this morning at 3 a.m. my local time here in Hawaii. It is now about 3:40 p.m. and this video on Instagram has 827,000 views. Full disclosure, there is a new tool we're using to do the deepfake section of this video. There's an affiliate link in the description if you would like to try it out. So just know that if you do use that link, I get a small kickback and that helps support me. That being said, I would not provide an affiliate link or try to push you guys to use any tool that I do not personally sign off on. I take the quality that I output very seriously, as that is associated with my personal brand. So just know that if I'm using it and I'm sharing it with you guys, that it meets my standards. Let's make some brain rot. All right, guys, so step 1, we need to write the script. I had the idea for Dana White setting up the fight between Tralalelo Tralala and Crocodilo Bombardiro, whatever. I'm sorry if I say their names wrong at any point in time here. So I went into ChatGPT, and let me just preface the LLM usage with this. You want to use the LLMs to get going, but you always want to edit it and put your own spin on it. Don't just take the output that the LLMs give you unless it's like fire at face value, because then it's really just gonna sound like blah, like AI slop content. And that's, well, okay, we are making some form of AI slop. We're making a high quality AI slop. So I started a new chat with ChatGPT, and first I asked it to rank the most popular to least popular Italian brainrot characters. So I had an idea of the characters that I wanted to include, but I just wanted to make sure, and I wanted easy access to the spelling of the names. So it gave me this list right here of the top 10. I knew the ones I wanted. I knew the ones I didn't want based on what I had seen on social media. I then told ChatGPT, because now that I had that for reference in the chat, I then told ChatGPT, and this is the initial prompt, okay? This wasn't the like be all end all prompt that got me the script, but this was the initial one that then started that back and forth between me and the LLM. So I said, I need a script of Dana White, owner of the UFC, talking about setting up a fight between character 1 and 2, which is Tralalelo Tralala and Crocodilo. And they're all numbered up here, so I was referring to the numbers on the list. Talking about setting up a fight between number 1 and number 2. We need to find a way to also incorporate numbers 3 through 6. This should be snappy, hilarious, and outlandishly crazy. It will be converted to a video for social media. So let's keep the script/story between 20 to 45 seconds. I know that the deep fake program that I'm going to feed the script into only wants the text. It doesn't want like Dana White, blah. It doesn't need any extra context. It only wants the text. And it gave me this like actually written like a script thing. So then I told it, I need the script to just be written simply in plain text. Do not include anything such as Dana. Just write the script. And then it got me, then now we're getting closer. So now it says, we just locked in the most batshit crazy fight in history. Tralalelo, tralala, a shark in Nike Air Max. You can already see where that falls apart. My response to it was, this isn't outlandish enough. Do not mention a shark in Nike Air Max. Don't explain what they are. Just use their names. This needs to be peak meme material to go viral. Talk to ChatGPT like it's a person. When the robot overlords come for us, you'll be spared. I promise you, just do it. You'll thank me in 50 years. I got like a version of the script that I was pretty happy with. Now I said, let's say that Jake Paul is putting up the money for this fight and he's paying out $1 million in goon coins to the winner. And then I told it to replace one character with another. Then it gave me another version of the script. And then I said, include one more line about the first two and remove like one cage, no timeline, no mercy, because there were some things in this version that I didn't like. Then it got me the script that I wanted. So what I ended up with after like only 3 or 4 back and forths was Jake Paul was basically the script that you heard, but there's a few small just sections that I changed based on what I wanted it to say, which is what you should be doing with all of your LLM output. That was pretty quick and easy because I had the initial idea before I went into ChatGPT. I gave it context by making it provide me the list of the Italian Brainrot characters. Now we got the script. So now we're going to go from ChatGPT into the deepfake program called Yapper. All right, guys. So this is Yapper. This is the first deepfake tool that I've used that I have really, really enjoyed. And let me just say that if you guys are going to do the deepfake stuff, please use it responsibly. Don't try to like pull one over on people. I only use it in the context of making like really silly and outlandish things that are like clearly not based in reality. So just, use this responsibly because this is where AI starts to get a little scary. With that being said, this is Yapper. Link to it is in the description. And once you create an account and you land on your dashboard, you are going to be met with all these crazy high quality source videos that you can use with your own script, that they have, that the guys who made Yapper have already loaded and put in there for you. So you can see if I scroll down here. So here's the Dana White one that we used for this video. And if I scroll further down, here's the Snoop Dogg one that I used for the Snoop Dogg video that I did last week, if you guys happen to catch that. But there's just like so many, bro. And the cool thing too is that if you go to create deepfake and go to custom upload, you can upload your own to train your own on a specific person. And I'm trying this for the first time tonight, but I had a conversation with one of the developers and he said best practices, no more than 30 seconds, clean video. The speaker should be the only one, no cuts, looking at the camera or looking towards the camera and just like speaking clearly, but no more than 30 seconds or you get diminishing returns. And then you have your own custom one that you can use. So look out for another video from me because I'm going to work on that after I finish this YouTube video. Let me show you how simple this is here. So if I go back to the main page and let's just do the Dana White one because that's what we did for this video. If I click on use video, then it's going to bring me here. They have a couple different like script types. I've only used custom, so feel free to experiment. I'm sure they're all great. I think when they initially made this, they made this to like send these crazy deepfakes to roast your friends. So they have a roast option, but I've been clicking custom and it's literally as easy as copying and pasting your script from ChatGPT in here. They have some helpful tips. Like if you type in all caps, that word will be said one character at a time. Spelling and grammar mistakes will be pronounced, so be careful. Create short pauses with commas and periods. Long pauses are created with ellipses. Don't overdo it. You can create pause durations, and they have a little like command for you right there. And it's just it's super straightforward and it's super simple. So let me show you what the the Dana White one that I did looked like. So here we go, boom. And you can just see my script is right here. And I can click use this script again. I can load it again, make changes and whatnot. Unfortunately, if you get one back you don't like, that counts towards your usage. I am on their pro plan, and I believe their pro plan gives you 30 or like somewhere between 30 to 35 yaps a month, which is a lot, bro. That's like one a day. You mess a few up here or there, but you're not going to be making one of these every single day. So that is Yapper. And then once we get this video, you download it and you can see that like the quality is super good. And if you go back and you look at the video that I posted, I even had him cropped in because it's vertical and the quality was super good. So that is how easy it is to use Yapper and to create these deepfakes, which is low-key kind of scary. Link in the description. Means a lot to me if you guys do want to try this out. If you use that, as it helps me out, have some fun. Tag me on Instagram if you guys make anything with this, bro, and this tutorial helped you, because I want to see what you guys make. So tag me at jboogx.creative. Now that we got our script and we got our deepfake reading our script, we have to make the images. And for that, where are we going? Back to ChatGPT and SORA. So let's go. We are in ChatGPT for the image generation portion now, except we are using the SORA.com interface. If you've watched any of the other videos, you know that I recommend using SORA.com, as you will run into less, not none, but less censorship as you're trying to get characters or people from like popular culture than you will if you're trying to generate the images in the ChatGPT interface. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but I'm going to give you guys the general idea. So I really just went down my script line by line. And as I was watching the video, because I edit videos and I do this stuff all the time, I kind of understand pacing and I have an idea of where things should switch in my mind. And so I just started generating images for every line or every change. And an example here. So this was the image that I used for the very first opening scene of Tralalelo Tralala versus Bombadiro Crocodilo at their UFC face-off, bro. Look how stupid this is. And it's so stupid that it's good, bro. It's good. But I want to show you guys how, like, what I put for this prompt. So for this prompt, I gave it 3 reference images. This image, which I just got off of Google, of Conor McGregor and Cowboy facing off at UFC. This image, which is the OG image of Crocodilo Bombadiro, the classic image of Tralalelo Tralala. These images aren't high quality, but it obviously didn't matter. And how I structured this prompt was I gave it the 3 images. The images from left to right are image 1, 2, and 3. That is how SORA is looking at your reference image. So the shark is image 1, the crocodile is image 2, and the UFC face-off environment reference is image 3. In the beginning of my prompt, before I get into describing the image, I say image number 1 and 2, character references. Image 3, UFC press conference environment. And then I prompted. And my prompt was a photorealistic image of a shark with legs wearing blue Nike Air Max standing on stage at a UFC press conference facing off with a crocodile with the body of a bomber plane holding bombs in its hands. The text on the UFC background reads, Tralalero Tralala versus Bombadiro Crocodilo. That was my exact prompt. And this is what it gave me. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Crazy. I had to describe the shark and describe the crocodile because ChatGPT, I tried just putting in their names and it didn't give me the character. So I was like, okay, I'm going to actually describe the character. Plus with the reference, it should be able to get it. This was first try, bro. This was first try. And the kind of like the icing on the cake was the wording in the back on the UFC banner. So, and that's just what I went ahead and did for each one. I'll give you guys one more example that I really liked. So I used this one tung 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 sahur. And same thing. The only reference image I gave it was actually the image of tung tung tung. And I just said image 1, wooden character reference. And this prompt was a photorealistic dynamic action photo of a piece of wood holding a bat is standing inside of a UFC octagon in a packed arena. He is refereeing a UFC match between two beat-up fighters who are currently locked in jiu-jitsu on the ground. The wood character is wearing a tiny referee shirt, but no pants. Naturally, I put pants on him, but I wasn't going to argue with it. But I saw this. I was like, that's perfect. That's it. And then I grabbed those images and I took them to Kling. All right, so here we are in Kling. I know Kling just released their 2.0 model, but bro, listen to me. I don't know who is using that because that is hella expensive and it still messes up for me just as much as 1.6. It's like 3 times as expensive. It's not even just like double or something. So I didn't use Kling 2.0 for this. We're using Kling 1.6. Here was the video I got of the shark and the crocodile squaring up at their face-off. I thought this was perfect. I sped it up for pacing for the video. I did that with almost all of the videos because I run the 10-second clips. My prompt for this was super simple. My prompt was, they are facing off for a fight, period. They are screaming at each other, period, because I wanted the mouths to open. Cameras flashing, period. Paparazzi, period. Static camera, period. Super simple. I ran 10 seconds and I really like keeping the creativity at 0.35. If the videos come out too warpy or there's like too much craziness, then I will move the creativity from 0.35 up to 0.5. But that's it. And that's what I did for all of them. Here is the one of Tung Tung Tung. I really liked how he was beating the UFC fighters with the bat. And the prompt for this guy was, he is hitting the fighters with his bat, period. UFC fight scene, period. Chaotic handheld camera footage. Are they all perfect? No, but I was able to get most of the videos for these images on my first try. If this kind of went over your head because you're new here and you don't know what Kling is, go back and watch my previous video of the tools that I used to go viral in April 2025. That video will explain to you what Kling is. After we get all of our videos and we download them, then it's off to the last step, which is the Premiere Pro edit. Okay, so this is not going to be a Premiere Pro tutorial. I'm sorry, guys. There are a lot of really great editing tutorials out there, and also a lot of it just comes from you know, editing videos a lot. And I've edited videos a lot, and when I had no videos to edit, I would go find stock footage and I'd practice editing the stock footage together to find rhythm and flow. And I used to edit wedding videos, so that kind of taught me the importance of pacing and story. And you just have to put in the reps to get better at it. There's no magic bullet for that. But with that being said, I can give you guys some tips that I have found works really great for these videos, which is, I really like putting the person on the bottom half of the screen and the imagery on the top, because our eyes naturally will gravitate to the top of the phone screen, period, and then scan down. So if the characters and like that part of the story is the main thing and not so much the person telling it, where in this case it was the Italian brainrot meme characters, I immediately wanted people to understand what this was. So the very first thing I have Dana saying is tralalero, tralala, and I have the image of the shark and the crocodile, which is really strong, at the top of the video. And then as the video goes, so what I did here, I used the guides and the rulers in Premiere Pro a lot, and I set up little boundaries for myself. So I have a ruler running through the center of the canvas, going both horizontally and vertically, so that I know where the center is at all times. And then I have a second ruler that I made because I wanted it to not be half-half, because I wanted more of the video on the top of the characters and what was going on in the story. So I moved Dana down, I cropped him in, and I have him sitting in like the bottom third or so of the screen, with the top taking up more of the screen. And then as it's going, just kind of basing it off of instinct at certain story points, I'm also cropping in on Dana even more just to hold engagement. And when I put my subtitles on these videos, I'm literally doing one word at a time, because forcing people to read one word at a time holds their engagement too. So I'm literally trying to tickle as many nerves and like just like trigger as many things as possible to make people engaged while they're doing it, you know. So it's going in, it's going out. I'm also cropping in at some points on the top one, like right there, I cropped in on Jake Paul. And then for Riley Reid's feet, that was super unexpected and out of nowhere, but I made that the entire frame. And I just, you know, I just follow the rhythm, and then I watch it over and over and over until I almost feel like I can't stop watching it, because I'm addicted to watching it. Once I feel addicted to watching it, that's when I feel like I have something really good. And this one, I watched it. I don't even want to tell you how many times I watched this last night before I posted it on Instagram. I could feel it, bro. I could feel it. And right now, guys, as we are speaking, the views on this video are a million. It literally, you can't see that, but it literally is at 1 million in less than 24 hours. So take what you want from this. I'm giving you guys the sauce. All you guys gotta do is go and cook something. As for the music, I very lightly, I went on YouTube and I found the Tralalero Tralala Funk remix that went viral on TikTok. And I put that music in the background, and I just lowered the volume a lot. So it's like, it's there, and people that know. And so there's a lot going on here, and that's it, guys. I went back and forth between cropping in the different parts of the video, as well as full screening certain parts, like Joe Rogan with Berber Patapim and Laliri. Names are so stupid. I really hope that you guys got something out of this, that you guys learned something, that there is anything in here you guys could take away. If you make something from a tutorial that I posted, please tag me when you post it on social. I want to see it, and if it's good, I will share it. Link to Yapper is in the description. If you guys are interested, go give it a try. You will not be disappointed, but please use the link, because that helps me out. And there's not a whole lot I really push and whatnot, but I really think it's important for me to turn you guys on to high quality tools that I can stand behind, because they are few and far between, and there is a lot of trash out there in the market. My name is Tyler, better known as jboogx.creative. Please go make something cool and press a lot of buttons, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Come say hello on Instagram, because we are posting content all week long and looking for the next video that pops off, so that I can come back here and show you guys how to actually make things that people want to watch and not generic nonsense. jboogx Creative. Appreciate y'all. Peace.